Hi there. I'm gonna start the Barrette series today. I probably can't do it all in one. I know I can. I just have too much to show you, so I'll break it down. Anyway, I forgot to tell you on the last video that I found these at Hancock Fabric. You can get them online too, because people were asking me that they couldn't find the elastic cord. Well, these were available at Hancock, and they're made by Barrettes, so they should be readily available almost anywhere that sells Barrettes products. They also have white also, but they're 5 yards each, and they were $2.29, but they were on sale for $1.07 each when I bought them at Hancock Fabric. So if you can't find anything else to use on your foam sandals, try looking for the metallic elastic cord or the round cord elastic at Hancock by Barrettes. Not a bad deal for $1.07. 5 yards too, so you're in good shape on that. Okay, I've been using for these little shoes, I'm using anywhere from the 1 3/4 inch Barrettes or the 2-inch Barrettes. Either one works fine. I bought these at Walmart. You get, I think you get 25 Barrettes for, I think it's either $2.99 or $3.99. I'm not sure, but you can get these at Hobby Lobby, the 2-inch Barrettes, for 25 pieces for $3.99. These ones have a, I don't know if you can see very well or not. These, the 1 3/4 inches are a lot smaller as far as the top of the clip than the ones you get at Hobby Lobby. But Hobby Lobby has that flat edge, which is good for wrapping around the ribbon. But with the bigger top, you're going to see some of your metal show on each side of your wrap barrette. Whereas if you use the smaller one, actually this is one of the bigger ones, with 3/8 of an inch ribbon, you'll be able to cover the entire head of the 2-inch Barrette. These are readily available. If you're going to search for them online, search for them as alligator hair clips. Don't search as alligator Barrettes, because they'll show you a bunch of finished Barrettes that you don't want the finished Barrettes. You just want the clip. You can probably get them at Sally's Beauty Supply. Because they market these for pin curls, to make little pin curls for your hair, and also to hold in the little hair curls. So either one. You can also get them at Amazon.com, but they're so expensive they want for the shipping. It's really, really high. It's not worth it. You're just better off going to Walmart. And then of course you've got your 2.5 inchers. If you're going to make some really, really big Barrettes. I used one of those when I was making these big pinwheels. So it depends on what you want to do on your Barrettes. These were the first ones I ever made, and I watched the lady who does these on YouTube, and that's where I got the instructions for these. I watched another video, and she said to keep your hot glue on the back of your Barrette, so it's easier it'll stay in your hair better. But I don't particularly care for that look, so I stopped spreading hot glue on the back of my Barrettes. In fact, I stopped using hot glue altogether, and I went back to the white glue, and I like it better because if you're using the white glue, you have more time to adjust whatever you're working on. But I started with the hot glue. So there's things you're going to do on these where you're going to want to use hot glue because you want a quick seal, whereas the white glue won't give you that all the time. One thing you don't want to do, I mean you can, I mean there's no problem with it, but I don't like it, is use the acetate ribbon, the cheap stuff. It just it comes on the big rolls that you get, especially for the school colors when it's graduation time. It's the cheap acetate. It just isn't. It doesn't look good, and it just doesn't feel good. But at the time, that's all I had, so I used it. This is the black acetate, and here's the white acetate. And it's just too thick, and you're better off using the satin and the grosgrain ribbons on these, or fabric, which is one of these. This is the fabric one that I made. And I also used hot glue on this one instead of the white glue. It's one of the first ones I've made. This is just with a fabric bow with some silk roses on it. This is just another one I used. So the hot glue works, but I started using the white glue, and I just like it better. I don't know why, I just do. And then instead of hot glue, I use the white glue on the fabric when I cover the top of the barrettes. I cover just the top. I don't cover the bottom. If you buy them in the store, you're probably going to have the whole thing covered instead of just the top like I do. And it'll just continue around and come around and tuck on this side, so you'll have a barrette that's completely covered, hair clip that's completely covered. I'm going to show you how to do this with white glue, but like I said, if you want to use hot glue, you can. Right now around Texas, if you go to any of the craft fairs, I don't know if you've seen these, you buy them at Walmart, Home Depot, all of them have them, but they're the whole alphabet, and they're wood. So I had my husband I painted it, and I had my husband put one of these hangers in here for me, but you can do it too. But what they do is they take these, and they're selling them now at the craft fairs, and they'll take ribbon, any kind of ribbon, and they'll make 2 strings, and they'll make different colors. Like they might have something like this with a white one, a pink one, and they cut the strings really long so that you can hang all your barrettes on them for your little girl's room. And I thought, what a cute idea. So I bought one for my granddaughter, and most of the ones at the craft fair, they've got them all embellished and painted, and you can do all kinds of different things to match your granddaughter's bedroom. And just buying this one bag of dress it up buttons, and just by putting those around this like this, you have the cutest little barrette holder. So just glue these on with the white glue or hot glue, whatever you've got, and you've got yourself a very cute barrette holder for your granddaughters. And that's all you need to do. I mean, you know, it's just that simple. Or you can even go fancier and, you know, go with the different, you know, the shiny stuff. Let's see what I got that I could use. The possibilities are endless. Here's some shine. So you can just, you know, just do anything just to match whatever their room decor is. Yeah, so that's a real cute idea. So I started that. So I'm going to match this with her room. She's in pinks and browns, so that's why I went with the pink and brown strings to hold all of her barrettes. But that's just another idea. Okay, so let's get started on some barrettes. I'm going to show you how to cover your barrette to use it. What I try to do, so I don't waste my pretty designs, I'll just use plain white or plain black or something that will match. Like on this shoe right here, this barrette, I used grosgrain and satin, but I used red. I tried to get as close to this match as possible, so you can't even tell that I have a barrette behind there. When I started making these, I tried to angle the barrette across the back of the fabric, so you didn't, the back of the ribbon, so you didn't see it, and it was just too complicated to. And I thought, oh, my granddaughter's never going to figure that out, as far as having to angle these things, like, you know, to get them in the right direction. So I gave up that idea completely, and I went back to just regular straight across as far as the ribbons go. Another thing I did that I wish I wouldn't have done, I did some right and some left, and I think that's a mistake. If you're going to do them, I think if you're, whoever you're making them for, if they're right-handed, I'd go all right, or if they're left-handed, I'd do them all left. I thought it would be better if I had one go in each direction, but actually that's not the best thing to do. So anyway, I would just do them all the same direction. From now on, I'm going to do all mine in the same direction. Okay, grosgrain, satin, all the ribbons, they have a tendency to fray. Okay, so you're going to have to seal. See how I can just pull this and it'll just keep going and going and going until it stops. So you're going to have to seal your ribbons somehow. There's a couple options you can do. I tried even just putting these up against a hot iron, and it works for a flat edge, but it will not work for one of your one of these cuts, whatever you want to call them, your 45-degree angle cuts. They won't work for that. So I gave up the iron idea, and you can use any kind of white glue on these. It doesn't matter what kind. You can use tacky glue, the Ultimate, Wellbond, whatever you have. Elmer's glue, any of your white craft glues will be fine for these. Don't buy anything special, because they all work. Okay, so we're going to seal this, and I'm going to use fire. So I have a little lighter here, which I'm going to use to seal it. Another option is you can take your glue and run your glue across here and let it dry. It'll dry clear, and that will seal your edge. So that's another option you can do on those also. But I'm going to use fire. Okay. So I'm going to take my lighter, and I'm just going to flash it on here. And the one thing I like about a lighter is you can actually feel that that's actually sealed. I don't know, there's just a little ridge there where you know that it's been sealed, and I just pulled it out. Yeah, see, even with it sealed on both sides, I can still pull it out of the middle. So let's do it again. On some of these things you don't have to worry about the end frame, but some of them you need to make sure they're sealed. Especially if you're going to hang something like from that E, you're going to want to cut it and then... hold on, honey, yeah?
You need your chicken on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll be back and we'll continue where we were. Okay, I'll be right back.